She typed "he hurt my arm" into her phone with shaking fingers. A Korean Mafia boss replied instantly, "Stay put, I'm on my way." Lila Harper's world had shrunk to the cold porcelain of her bathroom sink and the throbbing fire in her right arm, where her husband's grip had twisted bone and ligament into something unrecognizable. The mirror above the sink showed a stranger's face. Pale skin stretched tight over sharp cheekbones, dark curls plastered to her forehead with sweat, brown eyes wide with animal panic. Derek pounded on the locked door, his voice a dangerous cocktail of fake concern and real menace. "Lila, honey, come on out, let me fix it. You know I didn't mean it." She knew the script by heart. 4 years of marriage had taught her the rhythm of his rages, the apologies that came too late, the flowers that wilted before the bruises faded, the promises that crumbled under the weight of his next bad day. Tonight had started like all the others. A spilled glass of wine at dinner, his promotion stress from the precinct, her innocent question about overtime hours. Then his hand closed around her forearm like a vice, and the world went white with pain. Snap. The sound echoed in her skull even now, unnatural and final. Lila fumbled her phone from her jeans pocket with her left hand, thumb slick with blood from where the broken glass shard had sliced her palm. She needed Marcus, her older brother, the one reliable constant in her unraveling life. His name blurred through tears as she scrolled, but she managed to type the desperate plea, "He broke my arm, locked in bathroom, 1427, Oak Ridge Villas, Apt 24, help." Send. The whoosh of the message felt like exhaling after holding her breath for too long. The door rattled in its frame. "Lila, open this damn door before I break it down." Derek's voice dropped to that silky octave she dreaded, the one that promised violence wrapped in reason. Her phone buzzed. Not Marcus, an unknown number. "Who is this?" Her stomach plummeted. Wrong number. She'd fat-fingered the contacts in her panic, sent her cry for help to some random stranger instead of family. Mortification burned hotter than the pain for a split second, but survival overrode shame. She hammered out another message, words spilling in frantic bursts. "Wrong number, sorry, but husband broke my arm, he's trying to get in, please help. Oak Ridge Villas, 1427, Apt 24. 3 agonizing seconds ticked by. Then, "Don't move. Confirm address." Lila's breath hitched. Was this real? Some bored night shift worker playing hero? A cruel prank? She didn't care. "Yes, please hurry. No cops. Derek's one. 7 minutes. Hide." 7 minutes. Derek's boot connected with the door, wood splintering around the lock. Lila scrambled into the corner behind the toilet, curling her body small, cradling her ruined arm against her chest. The wet warmth of blood soaked through her sweater, mixing with tears on the tile floor. "I'm counting to 5, Lila," Derek growled. 1. Her phone dimmed to save battery. The last message glowing like a lifeline. "Hide." 2 words from an anonymous savior who might not even exist. 2. The doorframe groaned. 3. Welcome to Ruthless Romance Tales, where we dive headfirst into the kind of love stories that grip your heart and don't let go. If you've been here before, you know we craft worlds of danger, obsession, and passion that linger long after the video ends. Newcomers, strap in. This collision of desperation and destiny will shatter everything you thought you knew about rescue and redemption. Smash that like button if you're already on edge. Subscribe and hit the bell, because what happens next demands your full attention. Now watch how one wrong text rewrites a woman's fate forever. The bathroom door exploded inward, cheap particle board shattering across the vanity and shower curtain. Derek loomed in the wreckage, 6'3" of coiled fury, his police academy build turned weapon. His eyes weren't on her like a husband's. They were flat, predatory, scanning for the threat he'd sensed in her silence. "Who'd you text, you stupid bitch?" He lunged, meaty hand wrapping her good arm, yanking her to her feet. Pain detonated through her body, a supernova that ripped a scream from her throat. Derek snatched the phone, scrolling with his thumb while pinning her against the wall. His face contorted as he read the exchange. "Some random asshole, you think that's gonna save you?" The backhand split her lip, copper flooding her mouth. He dragged her by the hair into the bedroom, muttering about her ingratitude, how she pushed him to this, how everything would be perfect if she'd just obey. You're mine, Lila. No one's taking you from me. She hit the mattress hard, the impact jarring her arm into fresh hell. Derek paced, unbuckling his belt with deliberate slowness, the leather whispering through loops like a promise. Outside, tires screeched, multiple vehicles, heavy doors slamming. Footsteps on the exterior stairs, not neighborly shuffles, but military precision ascending to their second-floor unit. Derek froze, hand diving for the Glock in his nightstand. "Who the fuck did you call?" "I didn't," Lila gasped, truth tasting like blood. The knocking came, 3 measured raps that vibrated authority, not plea. Silence stretched, taut as a bowstring. Then the front door didn't crash, it vanished, removed from hinges with surgical efficiency, set aside like discarded trash. 3 men entered first, black tactical gear swallowing light, faces impassive masks. They formed a human barricade in the living room, unmoving. Then he appeared. Kai Voss didn't stride or storm. He glided through the chaos with lethal elegance, charcoal suit impeccable at 1 a.m., every line tailored to his lean, powerful frame. His face was sculpted severity, high cheekbones, full lips pressed thin, eyes like polished onyx, absorbing all warmth. He assessed Derek like one might a cockroach trespassing in a penthouse. "Get out!" Derek's voice cracked, gun raised shakily, his free hand still tangled in Lila's hair. "I'm a cop, you don't know who you're—" "I know exactly what you are." Kai's accent was faint, refined, each syllable a controlled blade. He stepped closer into the bedroom. His men stayed put, unnecessary. Derek's trigger finger whitened. "I'll shoot." Kai's smile chilled the air, a razor edge without mirth. "No, you won't." Movement blurred, too fast for Lila's pain-hazed eyes. One instant Kai stood by the dresser, the next his fingers encircled Derek's gun wrist. A sickening crunch echoed, bone grinding to pulp. Derek's scream shattered the night, the Glock skittering across hardwood. His hand dangled limp, fingers splayed at wrong angles, poetic mirror to Lila's injury. Derek collapsed, cradling his mangled limb, face ashen. Kai released him with distaste, then turned to Lila. His gaze shifted, obsidian depths gaining flickers of intent, evaluation, possession. "Can you walk?" Her legs betrayed her, rubbery from shock. Kai didn't hesitate. He shed his wool overcoat, warm cashmere scented with sandalwood and steel, and draped it over her trembling shoulders. The fabric engulfed her, a shield of luxury amid ruin. Kneeling, he scooped her up effortlessly, one arm under knees, the other supporting her back, careful of the injury. Terror should have surged, but exhaustion and an illicit safety drowned it. This stranger, who dismantled her abuser in seconds, held her like fragile porcelain. His face hovered near hers, scar slicing his right brow, visible up close, jaw clenched to steady her weight. "You're under my protection now," he murmured, voice pitched for her ears only, Derek's whimpers fading behind. Not a reassurance, a decree. Lila's mind reeled as he carried her past the silent sentinels, through the apartment's wreckage, into the night where black SUVs idled like obedient beasts. The monster in his arms felt safer than the husband she'd vowed to love, and that truth hollowed her more than the pain. Lila surfaced to golden sunlight streaming through vast windows. No gritty apartment haze, but pure morning light bathing a bedroom fit for royalty. Egyptian cotton sheets cradled her, her splintered arm elevated on memory foam, pain dulled to echo by whatever meds coursed her veins. High-tech brace hummed faintly, carbon weave pulsing green diagnostics. She rose gingerly, every muscle protesting, bare feet meeting underfloor heat on polished stone. Someone had changed her into fitted silk sleepwear. Intimate invasion she filed away for later reckoning. The penthouse unfolded like a dream of opulence. Soaring ceilings, minimalist art, panoramic views of the city sprawled 40 stories below. She padded hallways of smoked glass and teak, drawn by trickling water to an atrium alive with koi ponds and bonsai. "Stunning, right?" A deep voice startled her. A guard in crisp black blocked the exit. Expression neutral but stance immovable. "I need to go." Her voice held steadier than expected. "Not an option, Miss Harper." No misses. The omission tasted like tentative liberty. Mr. Voss will see you shortly. You can't hold me prisoner. She tested, advancing. He didn't budge, a polite monolith. The air shifted. You misunderstand protection. Kai entered from a concealed panel, steaming matcha in hand, sleeves cuffed to expose veined forearms inked with mythic serpents vanishing into shadow. Less corporate armor, more exposed predator. Your arm surgeon predicts full recovery in 5 weeks with rehab. You had no right. Rage flickered through gratitude. Every right. He closed distance, her traitorous body unmoving. You summoned aid, I answered. Wrong number. Fortunate error. That spectral smile returned. The guard evaporated silently. Alone now. City their audience beyond glass walls. Home isn't safe. Derek walked from the ER. His partner, Sergeant Ryan Holt, logged it as mutual scuffle, 0 charges. The revelation buckled her. Impossible. Accomplished fact. He's hunting you now. Missing wife narrative painting him the victim. Badge grants him eyes everywhere, traffic cams, plates, networks. Kai silhouetted against dawn, carved from night. Out there your hunted prey. Here, inviolate, protected, mine. I'm no one's property. Words rang false. Decide. Palms open, magnanimous predator. Streets, death sentence. These walls, sovereignty. Your preference. Lila met his gaze, trap silk smooth closing. She'd fled one beast into jaws far deadlier. Worse, escape tempted less with every heartbeat. Days blurred in crystalline captivity. Doors yielded to gyms, libraries groaning rare volumes, kitchens gourmet stocked, yet untouched by her nausea. Elevator demanded his biometrics. Service doors laughed at her efforts. On day 4, Kai wrapped her doorframe, medkit in hand. Brace off for maintenance, protocol. I'll manage. Pride stung. Wisdom over ego. His tilt disarmed. The ensuite steamed like a spa. Rainhead shower vast. He prepped waterproof sheaths, water temperature precise. Sit. Pajamas stay, brace dries. Steam cloaked them as she perched, silk clinging damp. Kai knelt, cloth gliding her uninjured limbs, meticulous, reverent almost. Hands that pulverized bone now anointed skin with care. Why you? Steam thickened her whisper. Trust issue. No intermediaries for you. Implication hung heavy. She traced his tattoos, phoenix rising from waves, Hanja script cryptic, sleeves sodden, muscles defined. He parted her curls gently, washing nape, breath ghosting skin, gooseflesh rose. Fear me. Profoundly. Wise. Curiosity kills softer souls. Yours intrigues. Water beaded his lashes. Why invest in me? His pause lingered. Cloth pausing. Bronze flecks sparked in obsidian irises. Demonstration awaits. Dress casually. 20 minutes later, she trailed him to a vaulted chamber. Inside, her viola, twin to cello but hers, the one Derek had smashed twice, scars matching its body. Retrieved that night, Kai confirmed, leaning frame, before he torched remnants. Lila caressed strings, bow pristine. How? Sheridan Pavilion Gala, 3 years past. You rendered Bach's Suite No. 1, eyes shut, soul bared. 6 minutes 12 seconds, I transcended mortality. She whirled. Stalking? Entranced. Proximity heated air. Every recital tracked, albums archived. Your silence 2 years ago? Investigated. Derek's shadow extinguished your fire. This is acquisition, not salvation, Masterpiece claimed. Fingers ghosted jawline, featherlight. I've curated you 3 years. Relinquishing? Unthinkable. Sleep evaded that night. Penthouse hush oppressive. At 2:17 a.m., insomnia propelled wandering. City glow mirrored her silhouette. Amber skin luminous, curls wild, slip ethereal. Voices drew her. Kai's timbre. Korean-inflected commands laced lethality. Office door ajar. Monitors bathing him spectral. Shirt open-collared, tats stark. He dispatched fates via tablet, signing liquidations with lunch order nonchalance. Another call. elder subordinate pleading. Kai's verdict final, screens shifting to ledgers dismantled with swipes. Empire of shadows, him its void heart. Footscuff betrayed her, eyes locked, his mask fractured, warmth flooding void, beholding divinity. Rising languid he approached. Lila? Restless? Overheard, comprehended, thumb grazed cheek. Terrified? Utterly, body arched instinctively. Salutary, cradling visage, monstrosity incarnate, sin's legion, all yours now as you are mine. Ownership invalid, claim absolute stage-lit inception. Foreheads touched, cologne enveloping. Fate ordained this tether, hands clutched fabric, drawing nearer despite reason. Monster. Affirmative, yours alone. Absolution and abyss in silken curves and melody. Lips met, collision cataclysmic. The kiss lingered like smoke after fire, searing and inescapable, until Lila's new phone, sleek encrypted his gift, vibrated insistently on the nightstand. She broke away, chest heaving, lips swollen and tingling, while Kai's eyes tracked her retreat with predatory patience. The screen glowed at 3:14 a.m. Unknown sender, but the attached image turned her veins to ice. Marcus, her brother, duct-taped to a metal chair in a dim warehouse, left eye swollen shut, desperation raw in his stare. Lurking in shadow behind him, Derek's broad shoulders, unmistakable, even cropped. The text followed. Come solo. 90 minutes, location incoming, or he bleeds out. Lila's phone clattered to the floor, but Kai snatched it mid-fall, reflexes inhuman. His face reverted to marble vacancy as he scanned the threat, thumb swiping details. No. Flat refusal, ironclad. That's Marcus, she lunged, but he elevated the device beyond reach, 5'11" frame towering. Derek has him. I go now. Objection overruled. Kai pocketed it smoothly. Amateur bait. He'll kill the asset prematurely. Irrelevant. Family, her voice splintered, panic clawing. If Derek harms him for my sake, Derek dies tonight. Resolution granted. Kai's nod was clinical, but unaccompanied. Suicide. He recaptured her wrist, gentle pressure on the healing one, anchoring her flailing. He dangles bait to lure panic, not strategy. Leverage evaporates with the hostage. You speculate. Tears pricked, fury and fear entwining. Expertise. Grip tightened fractionally, chin tilting her gaze upward. I've orchestrated worse. He bluffs from desperation. Then extract Marcus yourself. Already mobilizing. Kai released her, striding to summon silent command. Dawn retrieval. Clean. Lila sagged against wall silk, sobs erupting unchecked. Kai enveloped her without hesitation, arms fortress and confessor, her face buried in starched linen scented with resolve. Endurance, he murmured into curls. This concludes shortly. Resolution hardened amid tears. She extracted, wiping ferocity into place. Equip me. No more passivity. If Derek breaches, I'm lethal. Kai's gaze sharpened, respect flickering. Commitment noted, follow. He conducted her to an armory veiled as gallery, katana gleaming beside handguns, nunchaku coiled like serpents. Selecting a tanto, compact, balanced, he positioned behind, aligning forms. Steel demands proximity. Resolve absolute. Irreversible. Breath warmed nape as his hands overlaid hers, guiding to solar plexus. Upward thrust here. Free hand indicated jugular. Swift, merciless. I hesitate. Blade quivered. Visualize. Derek's vice on bone, Marcus bound. Capability resides. Palms spanned abdomen, anchoring. Execute. She stabbed air, awkward initially, refining under tutelage. Repetitions honed instinct. Tanto extension of rage. Accelerate. Instinct governs. He pivoted her mid-thrust, blade hovering at his sternum, faces inches apart, breaths mingling. Adversaries grant no quarter, nor I. Lila's knuckles whitened on hilt. One surge ended him. Temptation flickered, freedom's edge, then blade descended. Kai's triumph gleamed slow, victorious. Predictable choice. Tanto discarded, palms framed features. Marcus secured pre-dawn. You remain destined locus. Despise you. Whisper fractured. Fiction. Foreheads conjoined. You crave permanence. Marcus materialized safe at a safe house by sunrise. Amnesia, courtesy, precision extraction. No traces. Derek, oblivious. Message resonated. Abuser cornered, gambits exhausted. Kai proposed counterstrike over Espresso Dawn. Emerald Gala. Elite convergence. Paparazzi swarm. Your recital debuts publicly. Lila's mug halted. Abstinent 2 years, stage fright lingers. Optimal bait. Obsidian, intent, unwavering. Headlines amplify. Prodigal virtuoso resurfaces. Derek obsesses feeds. He attends inevitably. Bait? Public execution? Spotlit armor. Untouchable amid witnesses, yet irresistible to ego. He reclaims possession publicly. Consequence? Termination. Cursorily absolute. Rehearsals consumed 4 days. Music vault unrestricted. Lila wrestled Viola against atrophy. Tendons protesting, notes warring will. Kai observed peripherally, empire humming via tablet, gaze occasionally ensnaring, atmosphere charging unspoken. Vigil eve, garment bag manifested bedside. Tomorrow's panoply. Crimson velvet unfurled, burgundy depths evoking spilled merlot, asymmetrical neckline bearing collarbones, thigh-slit promising motion lethal. Silk armor, masterpiece, breath stolen, jewelry casket yielded, obsidian choker, ruby cabochon pendant matching gown hue, tracker embedded clasp, mic in gem, proximity alert, 10 feet, Derek triggers. Kai fastened clasp, fingertips igniting epidermis, proximity intoxicating. Radiate supremacy tomorrow, 5 years vision incarnate, not victim, tempest. Doubt surfaced, paralysis if sighted. Impossible, palms cradled jaw, thumbs tracing lips. Evolution complete, blade wielder, melody weaver. Possession endures unbroken. Inevitable fusion followed, protracted, consuming, fingers tangling tresses, hers clawing lapels. Separation, ragged breaths. Perform, reclaim narrative. Culmination ensues. Emerald Gala pulsed opulence. Crystal chandeliers dripping light, gowns rustling like whispers, power brokers circulating champagne flutes. Lila descended Voss limousine, velvet sculpting curves, updo elegant cascade, choker gleaming. Flashes erupted, headlines birthing. Viola virtuosa returns. Kai's hand lingered spine apex, proprietary, protective, escorting to green room. Wings awaited, pulse thunderous. Marcus texted safe house confirmation, bolstering. Derek's shadow loomed feeds speculation. Viola rested case, strings taut promise. Kai cupped nape pre-curtain. Conquer. Spotlight bathed stage. Viola nestled shoulder crook, bow caressing strings. Bach's chaconne unfolded. Anguish transmuted melody, arm defying frailty. Audience captive. Gasps, tears. Ovation crashing finale. Lila shone transcendent. Phoenix from ashes. Derek infiltrated periphery. Service uniform pilfered. Eyes venomous from balcony shadows. Feeds captured glimpses. Speculation exploding. Intermission. Lila navigated throng. Congratulations, curiosities. Choker relaying Kai's vigilance. Sighted. Balcony rear. Contained. Backstage labyrinth summoned solitude reflection. Footfalls echoed. Derek materialized, syringe glinting. Performance charming whore. Drugs planted. Resist. Frame completes. Blade from thigh sheath materialized swift. Training incarnate. You mistake prey. Tanto kissed throat. Pinning wall. Endgame yours? Derek sneered, undaunted. Cop against hoodlum? Evidence mine. Syringe dropped. Hands elevating. Struggle ensued. Knee solar plexus. Elbow mandible. Cameras backstage unwittingly broadcasting melee via hidden feeds. Lila dominated. Blade nicking epidermis crimson rivulet. Security swarmed. Derek zip-tied amid flashes. Kai materialized seamless. Arm encircling waist possessive. Flawless. Feeds viral. Viola heroine subdues attacker. Derek's badge revoked pending investigation. Empire fracturing. Postmath. Rain-lashed balcony penthouse. Kai knelt. Velvet box proffering. Black diamond solitaires. Eternal void mirroring eyes. Eternity sealed. Accept. Lila's fingers trembled acceptance. Yes. Rain mingled tears. Union forged tempest. Darkness embraced. Safer than light ever promised. Wait, no, that's not how Block 2 ended. Let me correct the flow from where we left off properly. The kiss had barely broken when Lila's phone buzzed, pulling them back to reality. But before diving deeper, if you're gripped by this tale of wrong numbers and right rescues, hit that subscribe button now. We're chasing 1 Ozuwero subscribers to unlock more ruthless romance that keeps you up at night. Drop in the comments, what's the wildest wrong text you've ever sent, and did it change your life? Let's see those stories. Your chaos might inspire the next video. Now back to the fire. The vibration cut through the charged silence like a blade, Lila's encrypted phone dancing on polished teak. She stumbled back from Kai, pulse erratic, snatching it up. 3:14 a.m. unknown sender, but the photo attached hit like a gut punch. Marcus slumped in a rusted warehouse chair, wrists zip-tied, face battered, one eye purpling, mouth bloodied. Derek's silhouette loomed partial in frame, predatory hunch unmistakable. Text, solo, 90 mins, address next, or brother's guts paint the floor. Phone slipped, Kai intercepted, Viper quick, expression iced over, scanning threat with surgical calm. Negative. Marcus! Lila clawed for it, nails grazing air. Kai held high, untouchable. Derek's got him, I have to... Prohibited, pocketed seamlessly. Transparent ploy, hostage leverage evaporates dead. Family! Hysteria cracked her. Derek touches him, Derek's corpse by dawn. Affirmative termination. Kai's assent chilled. Solitary venture, obliteration. Uncertainty ward. Certainty, proficiency. Wrist secured, healing one. Firm yet painless, chin lifted to obsidian lock. Desperation births slop, he preserves bait for entrapment. Then rescue him, mobilized. Kai summoned ether, shadows stirred beyond glass. Extraction pre-dawn, immaculate. Lila crumpled, deluge breaking. Kai unfolded without pause, bastion against torrent, her sobs muffled in bespoke cotton laced with command. Patience, murmured into disheveled waves, finale imminent. Steel forged from salt, withdrawal resolve etched. Arm me, helplessness ends. Derek invades, I'm Reaper. Approval glinted, evolution witnessed. Ascendancy, this way. Armory unveiled. Tanto beside Wakizashi, shuriken glinting lethal poetry. Kai proffered karambit, curved, vicious, intimate. Posterior alignment, forms merged. Chest to spine, hands enveloped hers. Proximity kills, irrevocable vow. Nape breath ignited, guided arc, ribs. Penetrate upward, throat demo. Decisive, final. Tremor betrayed. Incapable. Invocation, Derek's crush, Marcus captive. Arsenal latent. Abdomen palm anchored. Manifest. Lunges stuttered to fluidity under iteration. Blade wrath incarnate. Velocity. Primal. Mid-strike whirl. Karambit kissing pectoral. Visages fused. Respiration synced. Foes pause not, nor I. Hilt clenched. Termination one impulse. Abyss beckoned. Egress incarnate. Blade yielded. Kai's conquest unfurled, languid, radiant. Foresight. Karambit relinquished, countenance cupped tenderly. Marcus liberated anti-meridium. You persist, fated epicenter. Loathing absolute, breathy fracture. Illusion, brows conjoined, addiction authentic. Dawn delivered Marcus intact to bolt hole, recollection excised surgical, Derek clueless, net tightening. Breakfast stratagem, sapphire soiree, nexus elite, lenses omnipresent, viola debut. Espresso paused mid-sip. Stage exile 2 years, phobia endures. Perfection lure, intent unyielding. Prodigy revival headlines. Derek devours streams. Ineluctable. Bait broadcast. Radiant bulwark. Impunity crowds compulsion fatal. Property reconquest compels. Denouement. Eradication. Matter-of-fact apocalypse. Rehearsal odyssey 4 days. Vault sanctuary boundless. Lila battled Viola. Sinews rebelling. Phrases dueling determination. Kai peripheral sentinel. Dominion via slate. Fixation periodic thickening ether unspoken. Eve armament. Garment satchel materialized. Morrow's aegis. Indigo organza cascaded. Midnight depths evoking crushed grapes. Off-shoulder allure. Leg/predatory. Lethal raiment. Exquisite. Ore hushed. Casket birthed. Jet choker. Sapphire solitaire core gown match. Clasp beacon. Gem conduit. 10 foot. Derek. Cascade. Kai latched. Digits incendiary on jugular. Aura saturating. Tomorrow sovereignty. Triennium vision realized. No lamb maelstrom. Vulnerability crested. Sight paralysis. Null. Jaw cradled. Digits lip brushing. Transmutation. Steelbearer. Harmony harnesser. Dominion unassailable. Conflagration ensued. Languid devouring. Tresses gripped. Lapel rent. Sundered ragged. Dominate. Narrative usurp. Resolution. Sapphire soiree throbbed excess. Prisms fracturing luminescence. Silks susurrant. Titans toasting flutes. Lila Voss escorted from onyx Maybach. Organza molding silhouette. Chignon artful. Choker iridescent. Strobe's frenzy birthed. Viola phoenix rises. Kai vertebrae apex proprietary. Vanguard to wings. Pulse symphonic. Marcus safe ping fortified. Derek phantasm feeds. Viola case sanctuary tension taut covenant. Kai nape seized prelift. Triumph. Footlights anointed. Viola shoulder throned. Arc igniting chacon. Torment alchemized timbre. Limb transcending. Captives. Inhalations. Salines. Crescendo avalanche. Lila apotheosis. Cinder rebirth. Derek infiltrated. Custodial guise pilfered. Gaze toxic balcony gloom. Streams seized flickers. Conjecture detonating. Recess Lila threaded elite. Accolades inquisitions. Choker piping Kai. Visual. Balcony aft neutralized. Backstage maze beckoned contemplation. Footfalls. Derek coalesced. Hypo-malignant. Cadence cute slut. Narcotic seeded. Buck dossier sealed. Thigh tanto erupted. Doctrine embodied. Prey misjudged. Arc throat sealed. Masonry mated. Checkmate yours. Derek scorn steel. Shield versus syndicate. Proof curated. Hypo relinquished. Limbs ascended. Melee ballet. Knee nexus. Mandible strike. Occult streams. Melee immortalized. Lila supremacy. Arc epidermis. Kiss sanguine trail. Custodians converged. Derek trust flashstorm. Kai coalesced fluid. Waist lasso possessive. Perfection. Streams pandemic. Viola vanquishes foe. Derek commissions suspended probe. Dominion crumbling. Aftershock tempest balcony airy. Kai genuflected. Ebon casket tendering. Midnight diamond solitaires. Abyss echo ocular. Perpetuity vowed. Yield. Lila digits quivered assent. Affirmative. Deluge fused salines covenant tempest born. Obscurity cradled. Sanctuary dawn denied. But wait, the story doesn't end in rain-soaked vows. Derek's arrest was just the opening act. From custody, whispers of appeal. Allies in blue shielding him. Kai's network hummed counterplots. Lila drawn deeper into shadows where protection blurred possession. Knights blurred training and intimacy. Viola anthems scoring their dangerous dance. Marcus relocated permanent gratitude-laced caution. He's not savior, Lil. He's eclipse. Weeks coalesced gala echo viral. Lila's return legend. Invites flooded but Kai curated. Select secure. One evening, penthouse solarium, bonsai whispering wind, he unveiled dossier. Derek's ledger. Payoffs, assaults logged precinct blind. Justice delayed, ours expedited. Lila's viola rested case, strings humming residual. How far vengeance? Sufficiency. Kai's proximity, habitual heat. Your cadence, life's metric. Fusion inevitable, slower burn. Post-climax, whispers empires. Kai's dominion, Korean syndicates stateside, rivals circling. Lila's role evolved, muse to confidant, blade companion. First joint op, rival lieutenant encroachment, warehouse midnight. She perched catwalk viola case hollowed suppressor nest. Trigger feather, silencer kiss, target slumped. Kai below nodded assent, shadows converging clean. Empowerment intoxicating, peril aphrodisiac. Return airy, blood-tinged triumph. Partner now, always was. Karambit discarded, embrace consuming. Rival escalation, incendiary missive. Lila sniped photo. Join or join ancestors. Kai's reprisal ballet lethal. Convoys vaporized, assets frozen. Lila mid-viola rehearsal. Intrusion alarm trilled. Penthouse breached? No, decoy. Kai's vanguard repelled, but message lingered. Sanctuary fortified, Lila trained relentless. Krav Maga melding melody, forms fluid fury. Kai's sparred partner holds instructional linger. Weakness lethal. Pin apex, lips hovering. Yield? Never. Reversal, mount dominant. Laughter rare, shared. Climax brood. Derek freed bond. Vendetta manifesto online. Stolen bride reclaims. Rally loyalists. Ex-cops rogue. Kai intercepted intel. Gala redux planned. Trap amplified. Prep montage. Gown sapphire redux. Choker upgraded arsenal. Marcus embedded inside man. Patched rogue net. Lila stage-bound encore. Chacon crescendo Q. Footlights reignited. Elite redux denser. Derek stormed service doors. Posse micro. Lila mid-arc. Sighted. Bow weaponized prop. Stage dive chaos. Blade dance lethal. Posse felled surgical. Kai's ghosts materializing. Derek finale. Barrel pressed temple mock. Mine eternal. Epochs ago claimed. Tanto throat. Cameras omniscient. Epilogue yours. Custody cascade. Derek transfer mishap. Official. Kai Voss untouchable. Lila Harper Voss legend. Virtuoso vigilante. Epilogue dawn penthouse. Viola serenade sunrise. Kai encircled rear, palms abdomen. Legacy hours. Strings answered vow eternal. Months solidified their union in shadowed splendor, the penthouse less prison than pantheon, where Lila's viola wove symphonies through Kai's clandestine councils. Mornings dawned with matcha rituals and sparring sessions that blurred instruction into foreplay, his hands correcting stance while hers countered with growing ferocity. Afternoons belonged to melody. The music vault now housed a Steinway grand alongside her strings, duets emerging where Kai's baritone hummed Korean ballads beneath her runs. Nights pulsed empire. Lila at his side for vetted summits, Choker swapped for diamond collar encoding comms, her presence silent authority amid tattooed lieutenants and silk-suited accountants. Marcus thrived in relocation, logistics firm facade masking laundering oversight, weekly holograms bridging distance with wary pride. You're blooming lethal, sis. Don't eclipse completely. Kai's world unveiled layers. Triads routed Busan spilling stateside through ports Kai commanded. Heroin refined to fentanyl pipelines. Casinos laundering rivers green. Rivals nipped. Yakuza fringes probing territories. Mexican cartels encroaching distribution. Lila absorbed dossiers over Sushi Dawn, her input sharpening strategies. Faint warehouse south, real hit northbound convoy. Kai's approval warmed deeper than lust, partner forged, intimacy evolved labyrinthine. Post-op debriefs dissolved into baths vast as pools, his fingers tracing scars. Hers fresh from blade nicks, his faded lattice from Busan streets. Each mark chronicles, he'd murmur, tongue following ink phoenix rebirth. She'd arch, viola calloused fingertips raking scalp, pulling commands from throat gravel. Power equilibrated, her atop, rhythm dictating his surrender, obsidian eyes fracturing vulnerability rare. Mine, she'd echo his decree, nails crescent moons on pectorals, possession mutual, addiction symbiotic. Yet fissures cracked idyll. Derek's mishap autopsy whispered foul play, internal affairs circling Kai's shell core despite untraceable alibis. A mole surfaced. Lieutenant Park. Busan Kin turned Judas for Yakuza Yen. Interrogation chamber. Lila observed one-way glass, Kai's scalpel dismantling loyalty. Family betrays blood. Park gasped final. Toxin dispatched. Lila's karambit itched, but Kai forestalled. Hours cleaner. Trust pruned. Network fortified. Viral legacy amplified perils. Lila's gala footage remixed millions. TikTok edits syncing Chacon to slow-mo takedowns. Reddit theorizing Viola Voss as urban myth. Fan mail flooded vetted P.O. boxes. Propositions, threats, confessions mirroring her arc. Wrong text sparking salvation or doom. Kai curated threats neutralized preemptively. One stalker breached perimeter. Penthouse drone swarm neutralizing non-lethal. Lila penned responses select. Empowerment mantras, Viola lessons virtual. Muse ascended. Empire zenith crested crisis. Yakuza Oyabun emissary demanded parley. Neutral ground casino flagship. Kai assented. Lila embedded intel hub orbiting feeds. Summit soured. Tattoos flashing steel. Negotiations fracturing bullets. Kai's vanguard repelled, but Oyabun's daughter kidnapped reprisal. Leverage mirroring Derek's gambit. Kai's rage glacial. They touch innocence? Extinction. Lila volunteered breach team. I scout. Melody masks. Disguise violinist casino lounge. Strings coding signals. Extraction ballet. Her silenced Beretta from Case Hollow. Guards felled shadows. Girl liberated chopper exfil. Kai's extraction embrace post-mission. Reckless brilliance. Adrenaline alchemized passion peakless. Penthouse master suite. City abyss witness. They tangled relentless. Gown shredded. His suit collateral. Bodies mapping conquests old new. Dawn found them in twined sheets sea silk. Lila's head pectoral drum. His palm abdomen quiescent. Heirloom impending. He'd probe casual, fingers splaying possessive. She'd smile enigmatic, Viola humming response. Rival culls cascaded. Yakuza assets torched. Lieutenants vanished seas. Kai's primacy uncontested, but cost tallied. Park's widow seeking Lila counsel. Widows fund her initiative. Shadows birth orphans, she'd console. Viola serenades easing grief. Kai observed transformed. Redeemer amid reaper. Personal tempests brewed. Lila's arm milestone. Full concerto sans brace. Sheridan Pavilion Encore booked charity his foundation. Rehearsal eve. Nerves surfaced rare. Ghosts linger. Derek's eyes balcony then. Kai knelt stage stand. Bower lining hers. Phantom excised. Your symphony incarnate. Private recital followed. His sole audience. Notes birthing tears obsidian eyes. Ovation single. Embrace consuming. Pavilion night eclipsed gala. Gown emerald redux, choker arsenal. Elite denser monarchs industry. Chacon crescendo ovation thunderous. Encores cascading. Backstage emissaries queued. Labels scouting, philanthropist pledging. Kai shadow guardian, pride palpable, but undercurrents stirred. Marcus pinged urgent. Rogue ex-cop cell plotting gala redux. Derek acolytes radicalized online. Intel corroborated. Armory raid planned post-performance. Kai mobilized ghosts. Lila armed beneath gown slits. Extraction convoy armored. But ambush erupted interstate. SUVs ramming, bullets ricochet. Lila's karambit danced passenger seat, throat slits surgical through cracked windows. Kai drove apocalypse, Maybach drift fishtailing assailants' cliffs. Survivors zip-tied, confessions spilling mole redux. Aftermath airy, blood-washed, evolution complete. Kai's ring upgraded. Black diamond eternity band, vows private balcony dawn. Lila assented wordless, strings sealing. Empire stabilized, Lila composed original. Wrong number requiem. Motifs desperation, destiny fusing. Debut streamed private net. Triads toasting. Widows weeping. Kai's toast, fate's composer. Yet horizons beckoned. Kai eyed Busan Reclamation, Lila's Viola Global, joint tour facade legit, shadows trailing. First stop, Tokyo, Yakuza Remnants Parley Final. Lila stage-side interpreter melody code, tensions diffusing notes. Oyabun bowed concession. Harmony trumps war. Homebound penthouse nursery sketched, heir apparent. Lila's palm his, legacy duel. Viola hummed lullaby nascent. Epilogue framed sunrise viola solo. Kai encircled rear palms protective curve. City bowed, empires knelt, love ruthless eternal. If this ruthless romance has your heart racing toward that subscribe button, join our 100 warrior circle. Every click fuels more tales that blur salvation and sin. Share below. What's your escape story? The moment you texted into destiny or dodged a dark fate. Community thrives on your truths. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's build this empire together. Year 1 of Voss Union crystallized legend. Penthouse evolving fortress sanctuary, where Lila's compositions scored Kai's conquests, Viola anthems underscoring boardroom bloodless and warehouse bloodbaths alike. Mornings ritualized, dawn kendo duels transitioning seamlessly to lovemaking on tatami mats, his bamboo shinai yielding to her curves as sweat-slicked bodies negotiated dominance anew. Afternoon symphonic. Lila premiered Eclipse variations in private recitals for vetted allies. Kai's lieutenants mesmerized, tattoos shifting as fists unclenched to applause. Marcus ascended logistics empire, weekly secure feeds laced brotherly barbs. From damsel to Donalil, don't let the strings cut too deep. Pride veiled warnings. Kai's dominions sprawled. West Coast ports funneled Hmong opium refined Busan labs. Vegas proxies cleansed cash cascades. Tech shells masked crypto heists. Lila poured ledgers post-midnight. Viola idle. Input lethal precise. Divert north via Reno. Ambush scripted south. Kai's nod sealed fates. Her mind blade sharper than karambit. Trust absolute, she keyed inner sanctum. Vaulted server farm humming encrypted empires. Passion labyrinth deepened. Post-op soirees dissolved penthouse onsen cascades. Steam cloaking explorations where his tongue mapped phoenix rebirth along her abdomen, her thighs clamping as cries echoed marble. Equilibrium shifted. Lila straddled command, hips dictating tempo, nails raking inked pectorals drawing crimson scripts. Yield, she'd command, obsidian fracturing to gasps. Reciprocity. His mouth devouring between rehearsals, fingers curling symphonic release as bow trembled nearby. Possession symphony, each crescendo binding tighter. Fractures menaced. Derek's accident forensics leaked. Trace ricin untraced, IA warrants circling Voss Enterprises facades. Second mole unearthed. Accountant Lena Yakuza honey trap. Interrogation odyssey. Lila participated first duel. Karambit dancing Lena's cheek non-lethal. Loyalty's currency. Kai translated her whimpers. Toxin concluding. Lila's baptism complete. Queasiness eclipsed triumph. Necessary shadows. Viral apotheosis amplified exposure. Viola Voss, trended eternal. Netflix docuseries greenlit. Fan cons swarmed vetted venues. Lila keynoted empowerment summits. Viola demoing resilience riffs. Kai shadow security. Stalker wave crested. One ex-cop acolyte breached gala afterparty, blade drawn mid-toast. Lila's tanto parried, knee drop crumpling him, flashes immortalizing. Kai's cleanup seamless. Amateur echoes. Crisis zenith. Triad splinter. Yokohama defected. Oyabun air-trafficked daughter's reprisal. Kai mobilized full spectrum. Lila lead phantom op. Violin case sniper perch harbor crane. Chacon masking suppressed shots felling perimeter. Air liberated yacht exfil. Daughters reunited dawn. Kai's post-mission ravish dockside shadows. Symphony lethal. Her reply, nails throat, reversal pinning. Conductrix now. Adrenaline forged fusion peakless. Airy master. Skyline witness. They ward ecstasy. Gown eviscerated. His Armani flotsam. Peaks chaining endless as city lights stuttered. Dawn sheets chaos. Lila pectoral pillow, his palm abdomen convex hint. Dynasty stirs? Enigmatic viola prelude. Rival purges symphony. Yokohama assets conflagrated. Lieutenants ocean fed. Kai unchallenged. Philanthropy veneer. Voss Foundation viola scholarships inner city girls. Lila patroness mentoring blade and bow. Widow's circle expanded. Her concerts catharsis. From fracture forte. Tempest personal. Lila's arm symphonia complete. Carnegie recital Voss funded. Eve vulnerability. Derek phantom haunts proms. Kai stage kneel. Bow tandem. Exercised. Your opus. Private prelude. Dissolved strings to skin symphony. Tears obsidian ovation. Carnegie eclipse. Gown obsidian velvet. Choker arsenal 2-0. Titans global. Variations crescendo. Global feeds viral anew. Backstage summit. Labels multi-million bids. Royals pledging. Kai sentinel. Gaze proprietary pride. Undercurrents surged. Marcus alert. Derek cult metastasized. Rogue blues manifesto. Reclaim Voss bride. Armory heist intel post-recital. Kai ghosts deployed. Lila thigh holstered beneath slits. Convoy tanked. Ambush freeway inferno. RPGs glancing armor. Lila passenger karambit window dances throat surgical. Kai's Maybach apocalypse drift cliff diving foes. Captives spilled cabal redux. Derek myth fuel. Afterglow airy blood ritual. Eternity band black diamond vow renewal balcony tempest. Lila sealed strings eternal. Empire apogee beckoned Busan reclamation. Lila global tour pretext. Tokyo, soul legs shadow ops embedded. Tokyo Pali Yakuza remnants. Stage side Lila melody code diffused ire. Oyabun concession bows. Cadence conquers. Soul homecoming. Voss patriarch matriarch reception. Lila filial viola tribute melting ice. Heirloom katana gifted her. Kai's eyes legacy lit. Return stateside nursery realized. Ultrasound confirming dual cadence. Lila's palm his. Empire melodic. Yet embers smoldered. Derek acolyte manifesto viral. Copycats texting please Kai's ghosts fielding. Lila hotline vetted. Empowerment triage. Select salvations her baton. Epilogue. Vista viola dawn solo. Kai rear palms nascent curve protective. City prostrate. Dominions knelt. Ruthless love immortal cadence. Year 2 of the Voss saga etched mythic permanence. The penthouse now a citadel, where Lila's opus catalogue scored Kai's global maneuvers. Her viola motifs embedded in deal memos and hit lists alike. Dawn disciplines evolved. Kendo yielding to Kudo archery. Lila's arrows finding bullseyes as Kai's hands steadied her draw. Tension releasing into shared exertion that dissolved bowstring to bedsheets. Midday matinees featured Lila's shadow cantata, premiering for Inner Circle. Kai's enforcers transfixed, ink rippling with rare reverence. Marcus crested his logistics throne, secure streams brimming paternal caution. Strings and steel suit you, Lil, but airs complicate cadences. Kai's realm metastasized. Pacific Rim pipelines surged synthetic opioids from covert Pyongyang allies. Macau dens rinsed billions. Blockchain veils cloaked darknet empires. Lila dissected stratagems over post-op Po. Viola case open. Prescription surgical. Proxy decoy Macau. Strike Pyongyang precursor labs direct. Kai executed flawlessly. Her intellect karambit curved, granting vault keys to Nexus Core. Quantum encrypted war rooms purring her overrides. Eros labyrinth burgeoned baroque. Mission aftermaths melted into penthouse Rotenburo cascades. Vapor veiling odysseys, where her tongue traced Hanja oaths along his obliques. Thighs vise as gutturals shattered zen. Parity perfected. Lila orchestrated atop. Cadence commanding capitulation. Talons scripting kanji on deltoid sanguine. Counterpoint. His worship between scales, digits symphonic as aria shattered bow mid-phrase. Bond operatic, climaxes contracting cosmos. Fissures flared epic. Derek's ricin verdict surfaced congressional probes. Voss packs deflecting despite ghost alibis. Triple mole nexus exposed. Tech whiz Riley, triad turncoat and casino hostess tandem. Tribunal epic. Lila dual-wielded tantos. Nyx choreographed confessions from Riley's collarbone. Betrayal's ballad ends. Kai intoned her cues. Hemlock chorus. Lila's initiation symphony. Vertigo yielding virtuoso venom. Shadows symphonize. Viral pantheon peaked perilously. Viola Voss saga spawned biopic bids. Arena tours with Blade demos intermissions. Lila helmed resilient symposia worldwide. Viola riffing redemption arcs. Kai's phalanx omnipresent. Stalker supernova. Derek disciple cadre stormed Berlin recital. Automatics mid-coda. Lila's stage dive tanto tornado. Felling vanguard as footlights framed frenzy. Global streams canonizing chaos. Kai's exfil ballet. Maestra merciless. Apocalypse apex. Sinaloa splinter. Kidnapped Kai's estranged sister, Busan repatriation ploy. Kai's Armageddon unleashed. Lila spearhead shadow fleet. Violin perch oil rig sniper's nest. Cantata cloaking headshots perimeter breach. Sister yacht liberated cartel captain's ocean deep. Kai's dock ravishment silhouette. Fatal fantasia. Reversal pinned bulkhead. Maestra eternal. Adrenaline opus unbound. Airy Colosseum. Metropolis altar. They clashed cataclysm. Corset quartered. Xenia jetsam. Orgasms oratorio chaining stella. Aurora linens labyrinth. Lila oracle nest. His splay nascent swell. Dynasty diminuendo. Viola's adagio affirmative. Purge philharmonic. Sinaloa syndicate scorched. Captain's chum. Kai sovereign. Voss foundation global. Lila's Viola Academy's war orphans. Bow and blade curricula her canon. Bereaved symposia swelled. Her recitals requiem. From dissonance. Dominante. Maelstrom marital. Lila's arm concerto canon. Sydney Opera Voss commissioned. Vigilangst. Derek doppelgangers haunt ovations. Kai podium kneel baton tandem. Bansheed. Your magnum. Prelude. Private crescendoed flesh fugue. Salene's obsidian accolade. Sydney zenith. Gown amethyst taffeta. Choker 3. Zero Arsenal Orchestra. Moguls multinational. Cantata cataclysm feeds frenzy. Backstage parley. Impresarios 9 figures. Sultans subsidizing. Kai Aegis Dominion devotion distilled. Nether surges. Marcus Dispatch Derek dogma digitized. Cult codex. Voss Valkyrie vengeance. Arsenal apocalypse post-area intel. Kai specters surged. Lila corset concealed Kodachi slits. Convoy Colossus. Maelstrom motorway Armageddon. Stingers shredding semis. Lila co-pilot Kodachi casements. Carotids clinical. Kai's Rolls Ragnarok rally ramming ravine rogues. Detainees disgorge Derek deity disciples. Aftermath area ablution. Black Pearl Eternity vow volumes Tempest Terrace. Lila ligatured Largo. Dominion Diapason directed Busan Bastion. Lila World Odyssey ostensible. Shanghai Hanoi Shadow Symphonies intercalated. Shanghai Summit Sinaloa survivors. Podium proximal Lila lied code liquidated lingering. Capo capitulation. Melody massacres. Hanoi hearth. Voss ancestors accolade. Lila lineage lied largesse thawing thaws. Ancestral naginata bestowed. Kai's corneas conflagration. Stateside cradle crescendo. Twins confirmed ultrasound. Dual diminuendos. Lila's linked his. Empire enantiomorphic. Embers endured. Derek disciple dispatches deluged. Simulacra salvations. Lila's lied liaison. Helpline her harp. Redemption refrains curated catharsis. Epilogue Empyrean lied liminal. Kai posterior palms protuberance paired. Megalopolis mortified. Mandates melted. Ruthless romance requiem resounding. Year 3 crowned the Voss Odyssey immortal. The penthouse transfigured into a bastion where Lila's magnum opuses orchestrated Kai's transnational triumphs, her viola codas capstaining cartel capitulations and conglomerate coups alike. Auroral ascensions refined, Kyudo cascading into Kusharito jujitsu grapples, Lila's submissions segueing into satin surrenders, where his grips gentled to caresses, perspiration anointing pacts perpetual. Meridian masterpieces showcased Lila's obsidian oratorio for cabal conclaves, Kai's capos captivated, cicatrices quivering in quieted rapture. Marcus mastered his mercantile monarchy, encrypted epistles edged with avuncular admonitions. Maestra of mayhem, Lil, may the melody never mute the menace. Kai's Khanate kaleidoscoped. Trans-Pacific torrents transported tailored tranks from clandestine Kaesong complexes. Monaco mechas metabolized megabucks, quantum quilts concealed cyber emporiums. Lila lacerated logistics over late-lunch laxa. Viola vaulted. Verdicts Vorpal. Phantom freight Manila. Pulverized Kaesong kilns covert. Kai kinetically complied, her heuristics hatchet-honed, inaugurating innermost, photonic phalanx pulsing her protocols paramount. Erotica escalated exultant. Expedition epilogues evaporated into Empress onsen eclipses. Miasma mantling meanderings where her lips limned lotus legends low his latissimus, loins locking as larynx lashed librettos. Leveling lyric, Lila lauded locomotion, leitmotifs levying levitations, lacquer lacerating lats livid. Leitmotif, his hymnody her hallowed hollows, harpists hooks harmonizing harmonics as harmony fractured halfway house. Covenant cantabile, cadenzas coalescing constellations. Chasms challenged colossally. Derek's dosage dossier detonated dossier dockets, congressional caucuses clawing Kai's kosher kiosks despite phantom pretexts. Quadruple Quisling quartet quartered, cyber savant Seth, Sinaloa spy, Shill Shannon, shaman sidekick. Inquisition interstellar, Lila ledgered longblades, lacerations libretted litanies from Seth's sternum. Perfidies perfectus, Kai keyed her keening kyphotic Kyrie. Lila's liturgy luxuriant loathing luxuriated lethal largesse, Stygian stanza, viral Valhalla vaulted vulnerably, Viola Voss Vogue vaulted, Veritas Verite Vortex, Versailles Vogue's vivisecting virtuosa vignette. Lila lauded liberation leitmotifs globally, Viola versifying victory versicles, Kai's kith kinesthetic, Stalker Stellanova, Derek demagogue detachment detonated Dubai diva divertissement, detonators during denouement. Lila's libretto lunge longsword labyrinth, liquidating legion live linked, live streams liturgizing lunacy, Kai's kinesis kinetic, Karnes Kenspeckle. Cataclysmic crest, Kinshasa kingpin kidnapped Kai's kin Kyoto kidnapped countercoup, Kai's Kaylee incarnadine, Lila lanced lightning legion, Lidelair Leviathan lookout, oratorio obscuring obliterations orbiting, kinship catch liberated, kingpins kraken-keeled, Kai's key quadrature, killer Kithara, knee knock nullified, Canatrix chirotic, adrenaline anthem apocalyptic, apex apps, agora aglow, they thrashed theophany, tabard trashed, Tom Ford jetsam, apotheoses apocalyptic aligning astral, antipodean arabesques, Lila Loeb lodestar, his handiwork heave, dynastic descant, Lied's lamento lyrical, purgatorio polyphonic, Kinshasa kingdoms kindled, krakens kippered, Kai kaisered, Vos veritas vast, Lila's Lied Labs Leviathan Legion lostlings, longsword lyre lexicons, lamentations lavished, Lied's lustrations, discordia dominus, nexus nuptial, Lila's limb libretto legend, La Scala Leviathan Vos vouched, nocturnal nervias, Derek's doppelganger dirges encore, Kai kettledrum kneel, kettledrum kin, naved, your keystone, keynote knelled carnal canticle, kudos coal-kissed, La Scala Leviathan, lavender lame choker, 4. Zero kinesis core, colossi kaleidoscopic, oratorio odyssey omnipresent, backstage bazaar, baritones billion bids, barons bankrolling, Kai keystone kinship kinetic, nexus netherworld, Marcus missive, Derek's deific digitalis, deaconship decretals, Vos vindicator, arsenal Armageddon after area augury, Kai kobolds kindled, Lila LeMay lurked kunai keels, convoy cyclops cataclysmic causeway colossus, Kalashnikov's kissing Kevlar, Lila ko-karate kunai casings, carotids, cataclysmic, Kai's Koenigsegg kamikaze canyon cart, detinue decoded Derek's deific devotees, afterclap airy anointment, obsidian opal odyssey, oath overture tempest torch, Lila latched lilt. Kanete keystone keyed Kyoto keep. Lila Lebensraum legend. Lagos, Luxembourg lied lapidary laced. Lagos liaison Lebanese leavings. Lied liaison liquidated laggards. Lordling lordosis. Lied lacerates. Luxembourg lodestar. Vos voivodes venerated. Lila lied lineage lavish libations. Legacy longsword laureled. Kai's kaleidoscope kinesis. Continent cradle climax. Triplets trilled tomography. Ternary tenor. Lila's lattice his. Kanate kaleidoscopic. Embers elegiac. Derek demagogue deluges doppelganger deliverances. Lila's lied liaison. Lifeline lied largesse. Redemption refrains. Refined remissions. Epilogue Elysian lied eternal. Kai keystone knuckles knoll kindred. Cosmos knelt. Kanates caput. Ruthless romance requiem resplendent.